Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we have the Princess Leia Boushh figure. I was really excited to see that this was getting an archive release. This is one of my favorite character designs in all of Star Wars. I've always thought this was such a cool figure, and the old school Black Series one just doesn't cut it, especially if you look at the face. The coloring on the new archive one looks a little bit better. It's hard to tell because the original Black Series one that I have, I did a lot of weathering on, so I can't really use it to compare because I basically custom painted it, so I don't even remember what it used to look like. Nice detailing on the little backpack here. The helmet also looks very crisp and clean. I'm pretty happy with this. Like, if this had come out as a brand new Black Series figure, I would be totally satisfied. You know, nothing surprising here. It doesn't really go above and beyond, but it's totally satisfactory. The little staff she has looks a little bit plain. It is this dark bluish gray plastic. You can do a little weathering on that if you want. The thermal detonator has this tiny little metal stripe down the middle, which looks quite nice. Just gives it a little bit of depth. And then let's look at the figure itself. The face print obviously is a massive improvement. This figure is a little bit oversized for a Princess Leia figure. She's definitely too tall, but it's totally usable. Got those old school double joints at the knees there, basic articulation at the elbows. Let's take a closer look at the face now. She has this really nice kind of blush effect on the cheeks that almost looks like freckles from up close. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but it's a little bit of like a splatter effect. I don't know if it's just the printing tech itself or if it's meant to look like freckles, but looks pretty nice. The helmet fits on quite nicely. You don't have to worry about it scratching the face or anything. The helmet looks a little bit big, but you know, this is a sculpt from about 2014 or so. I really am digging the paint job on this and the colors. Again, I can't really remember what the original one looked like, but the articulation feels a little dated, especially at the hips, and I am having trouble with the ankle here. This is one of those cases where it's leaning too far back, and then if you move it forward, it's too far forward, and you just want them to be able to stand up. But I might need to finagle with this just a little bit more, or loosen up the ankle joints just a little bit. The cape looks the same. I like the way that it is cut and sits there. It makes it sit quite naturally. The thermal detonator pegs nicely into the belt here. I do still kind of fear that I will lose it if I leave it here. It seems like something that could pop off and you wouldn't necessarily realize right away until you hear the vacuum rattling when you suck it up. Overall, I think this is a really awesome archive release. You know, when we got the Luke Skywalker and Han Solo Hoth outfits, they tried to do a face print onto a really bad face sculpt and it looked terrible, and those were just peg warmed because they looked so bad. This one, the face looks really great, and this feels like an update that was necessary and validated. There's not too much else to say about this figure, as it has been in the line for quite some time. Here's how she looks on my Jabba's Palace area of my original trilogy shelf. If you want to see more of this collection, you can watch my collection tour video on the channel. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.